Once you have your clips inserted and arranged where you want them, you can add titles to your project. So we're going to click on the T to show the title browser, and we can choose any of these different options for our title. You probably want to put a title at the very beginning of your project, and then you could also put little labels underneath the names of the people who are speaking. So I'm going to start by clicking on drifting and drag, just like I do with everything, and drop my title at the beginning of my project where there's a green line. That's going to allow me to choose a background of my choice. It will take it a second for it to come up. And I can choose one of these different options. I'm going to choose red just because I like the color red. If you had a picture of a flag that you wanted to use, you could always put that in and put your title on top of it. So I'll choose red, and then over here in my preview window, it gives me some text boxes. If I accidentally click off of those, I can click on my blue title bar over here, and then it gives me my text boxes again. So I can type in the Gettysburg Address. If I don't like the fonts that are chosen, I can click on my Show Fonts button, and yours will probably default to the iMovie font panel, so it will look like this. So we can change it to the Gettysburg Address in American Typewriter, or we can click on System Font Panel, and I can select just a portion of my text, like Gettysburg, and change part of it to a different font. Let's see. I can type in a font if I want to and make it a little bit bigger than 64. I could also make it bold, make it bigger. I could even change my color to blue, and now it looks just a little bit different, and click done, and I rest my mouse at the beginning and you can see it drift in and then drift out. Now I can choose one of these options where it's not going to cover up the important parts of someone's face. I'm going to choose lower and click and drag and drop this title on my portion of the video. And instead of title text here, I'm going to type in Mrs. Farmer. And now, the whole time that I'm talking, you'll have a label across the bottom of my screen that tells you who I am. 7 years ago, our fathers brought... And I can do the same thing in a different place. I could choose a different one, just as long as it doesn't cover up Blake's face. And I can type in Blake Farmer, and if I want, I can click back on Show Fonts, and I could change the font to match my other one, but that's not necessary. So I can